Booming Thunder Radio, where we groove as the spirit moves. Yeah. Drawing the honey from the rock with the righteous Reverend Doctor on Booming Thunder Radio.
Welcome to the fourth watch, mighty friends. I'm Brother TC coming at you live from down here in the bayou where our teeth have been chattering the last couple of nights. But the days have been full of beautiful blue skies, light breeze, and warming skies. Hallelujah, Hoshua HaMashiach. Our everyday King. May the love of the truth, the Mashiach, the one pierced, the spirit of truth of the one pierced, may he reveal and teach you, gentle lamb, the word of truth. And as you faithfully seek first the kingdom of heaven and the righteousness of this Son, the Son of glory upon the earth, the Spirit of truth in a man's heart, and you commune with him, the Spirit of truth in the Word where the Father revealed into Yahshua's heart within you where to open the pages, just where to put your thumb upon it, and this is the message he has for you today. Plunging as we have done with our blade, a little sword that we bury to the hilt each morning, right in the place of the Word where the Father, the unknowable one, once he is known, revealed by the Son of glory in your heart, the love of everlasting glory in your heart. The world beyond imagination. That love of the Word is more powerful than what you could ever hope or imagine. It is true believers' love of the Word that brings forth the everlasting glory. The revelation of the Word becomes living and alive in your heart, stirring you, gently tapping on the side of that big old black pot, that big cauldron hanging by the chain above the fire. Let no more children, let no more innocence be taken from this land or any land upon the earth. Let each righteous man in his land command the hosts, the elect hosts of heaven, those longing to be perfected with us. They have been waiting for us to come, that we together can perfect them as they perfect us, as we become the spiritual tribes of Israel, Hanukkah warriors unseen in the sands of time. Ye Silicon Valley, ye raised like the split rock up on high. Oh, let us thank all the mothers for their love of the sons and the reading this day of the proverb. Yea, let it be Proverb 21. Yea, and let us magnify it. Yea, those treasured pearls and rubies that are reading it before their husbands who have given them the spirit of truth. If they can pour that spirit into that son, that man she loves more than her next breath, the faithfulness of both of them beyond anything Mystery Babylon could ever understand. Faithfulness in the truth of the Word made flesh, in the Father's perfect time and perfect moments. Yea, as we teach righteousness and truth to our children, yea, as the fathers hear and see the love of the mothers pouring the oil into the sons and the daughters each morning before they go into Mystery Babylon, but are not part of Mystery Babylon. You're here to help heal Mystery Babylon, not judge or bring destruction. We only want all to come to the knowledge of the truth and live in rejoicing of our children, never knowing evil and only knowing the tree of life, never tasting the fruit of evil that has corrupted the whole earth, twisted the Father's word into something that they can't even understand, the wickedness in their hearts, their reprobate minds. Oh, Father, all those that know not Mystery Babylon or know that they live in Mystery Babylon, send forth your elect hosts of heaven and guard their hearts. All the firstborn sons of righteousness and truth, let no evil come upon them. All their families, strengthen them with mercy and your guiding hand, that they may lead their family, yea, out of the darkness at the Father's perfect time, being here with them and then leaving them. Each day is a righteous man's life to an unrepented family is just about the same, whether he's in the same town with them or the same state with them. It appears to be about the same. An occasional graceful word, a gentle nod, and a diaper change for the knowing of what is known. Yea, we are all bound by this Mystery Babylon in one way or another. Yea, let us do our work in the way our Father whispered into our ear. Yea, even our grandest of mothers whispered the truth unimaginable in a 5-year-old's mind, that one day, when his whole heart and mind is given over to Mashiach, the Mashiach would reveal that memory and that moment, that everlasting moment with, perhaps it was with your grandma, or perhaps it was with your father, whispering words never to be spoken or written down. Treasured moments that no evil could come against our children's hearts, that their innocence would be for sure and forever, our faith in them living forever upon the earth, our lives freely given that our children can live forever, that the word could be made true. Would you give your life for such a thing? Would you lay your treasured son upon the altar as he was done by our fathers and our father's father, the engrafting into the seed, by the faith of a mustard seed? Hallelujah, Jehovah. Hallelujah, Yehoshua, our King. Thank you for the word this day, mighty Father. Let us open up, the treasure of the deep. Let us open wisdom's pages and let her fall to the right and to the left at Zephaniah 3. Then let us read together right on straight through and see what the Father has for a remnant of builders, that find repentance. Woe to her who is rebellious and defiled, the tyrannical city! She heeded no voice. She accepted no instruction. She did not trust in Yahushua HaMashiach. She did not draw near to her God. Her princes within her are roaring lions. Her judges are wolves at evening. They leave nothing for the morning. Her prophets are reckless, treacherous men. Her priests have profaned the sanctuary. They have done violence to the law. Mighty Jehovah is righteous within her. He will do no injustice. Every morning he brings his justice to light. He does not fail, but the unjust knows no shame. I have cut off nations. Their corner towers are in ruins. I have made their streets desolate, with no passing by. No one passes by. Their cities are laid to waste, without a man, without an inhabitant. let the eyes say these things. Surely you will revere us. Accept instruction, so her dwelling will not be cut off, according to all that the eyes have appointed concerning her. But they were eager to corrupt all their deeds. Therefore wait for us, declares mighty Yahovah, for the day when the eyes rise up as a witness. Yea, wait for that day. Indeed, mighty Yahoshua HaMashiach's decision is to gather the nations, to assemble kingdoms, to pour out on them their indignation. Yea, all of our indignation. All the unrepented nature, the carnal mind, the darkness of a carnal wizard, magician, Satanist witchcraft. You know who you are. Do you like the peace you have in your heart each day? You have no peace. Yea, the grace given us, this peace is enough for us all. You only have to believe. The size of a mustard seed to begin. Yea, you must become as a little child, or you shall never enter into the kingdom of light. Indeed, to pour out on them the indignation in each of our hearts, the things unrepented, yea, all the indignation of Yahoshua HaMashiach. He can bear no more with his burning anger, for all the earth will be devoured by the fire of Yahoshua HaMashiach's zeal. For then the eyes will give to the people's purified lips. Do you hear? Word of truth would come from their mouths. Finally, that all of them may call on the name of mighty Yahovah to serve him shoulder to shoulder from beyond the rivers of Ethiopia. Yea, Yahoshua's worshippers, Yahoshua's dispersed ones, will bring Yahushua HaMashiach offerings of their hearts, yea, and of their minds. And in that day you will feel no shame because of all your deeds, by which you have rebelled against Yahushua HaMashiach. For then the eyes will remove from your midst your proud, exulting ones, and you will never again be haughty on Yahushua HaMashiach's holy mount. Yahushua HaMashiach, he will leave among you a humble and lowly people, and they will take refuge in the name of Mighty Yahovah. The remnant of Israel will do no wrong and tell no lies, nor will a deceitful tongue be found in their mouths, for they will feed and lie down, with no one to make them tremble. Shout for joy, O daughters of Zion! Shout in triumph, O Israel! Rejoice and exult with all your heart, O daughters of Jerusalem. Mighty Yahovah has taken away his judgments against you. He has cleared away your enemies. The King, the King of Israel, Mighty Yahovah, in the fullness of the Son, the everlasting glory that is in your midst. You will fear disaster no more. In that day it will be said to Jerusalem, do not be afraid, O Zion. Do not let your hands fall limp. Mighty Yahovah, your God is in your midst, a victorious warrior. He alone will exalt over each of us with his great joy. Oh, let each of us receive the joy beyond imagination. He will be quiet in his love. He will rejoice over you, spotless Lamb, with shouts of joy. Let the eyes gather those who grieve about the appointed feasts. They came from you, O Zion. The reproach of exile is a burden on them. Behold, Yahushua HaMashiach is going to deal at that time with all your oppressors. He will save the lame and gather the outcast. And Yahushua, Yahshua, will turn their shame into praise and renown in all the earth. At that time, Yahushua will bring you spotless lambs in, each and every one, even at the time when Yahushua would gather you together. Indeed, he will give you renown and praise among all the peoples of the earth. When Yahushua HaMashiach restores your fortunes before your eyes, for he is the only one that can reveal the Father, Mighty Yahovah. The faithful Son says and does only what the Father has asked him to do. Thank you, Mighty Yahushua HaMashiach, the faithful Son. The shadow picture of a perfected mind and heart. Oh, let us all be magnified and forgiven in a great measure this day, that we can live forever with our King, seen and unseen, upon the earth. In the hearts and minds of our family, of our children, our grandest of sons and daughters. And let's go to the book of Haggai now and start building that temple. Are you ready to build that third temple? You got to hide it inside your heart. Yeah. You got to get your family. Yeah. You got to show them how to set the unhewn stones, how to hold the Shemiah in their hands. In the 2nd year of Darius the king, on the 1st day of the 6th month, the word of mighty Yahovah came by the prophet HaggAI to Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, governor of Yehudah, and to Joshua, the son of Jehozadak, the high priest, saying these words, Thus says mighty Yahovah of hosts, this people says, the time has not come, even the time for the house of mighty Yahovah to be rebuilt. Then the word of mighty Yahovah came by Haggai the prophet, saying, Is it time for you yourselves to dwell in the paneled houses while this house lies desolate? Now therefore, thus says mighty Yahovah of hosts, consider your ways. You have sown much, but harvest little. You eat, but there is not enough to be satisfied. You drink, but there is not enough to become drunk. You put on clothing, but no one is warm enough. And he who earns wages to put into a purse with holes. Thus says mighty Yahovah of hosts, consider your ways. Go up to the mountains, bring wood and rebuild the temple, for the eyes may be pleased with it and be glorified, says mighty Yahovah. Look for much spotless lambs, but behold, it's too little when you bring it home. Yeah, mighty Yahovah, blow it away. But why? Why indeed? Are you too blind to see it? Yeah. Declares mighty Yahovah of hosts, because of my house which lies desolate, while each of you runs to his own house. Yeah. They had not the love of the eternal Father in their hearts. And without that love for him, they would not spend a plug nickel to build a place for all the earth to pray unto him. He'll just keep him in his back pocket, and he'll just go out there and bring him out whenever he needs to use him. Yeah, that's what they like to do. You know, they're lawyers, and they're really good with the law. They twist the things up in the word unimaginable what they have done to the Father's word. Let them be repented. A few more days they got. Therefore, because of you, the sky has withheld its dew, and the earth has withheld its produce. Yea, let us call for a drought on the land, on the mountains, on the grain, on the new wine, on the oil, on what the ground produces, on men, on cattle, and on all the labor of your hands. Then Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, and Yahoshua's the son, Yahshua, the son of Jehozadak, the high priest, with all the remnant of the people, obeyed the voice of mighty Jehovah their God, and the words of Haggai the prophet, as mighty Jehovah their God had sent him. And the people showed reverence for mighty Jehovah. Then Haggai, the messenger of mighty Jehovah, spoke by the commission of mighty Jehovah to the people, saying, I am with you, declares mighty Jehovah. So mighty Jehovah stirred up the spirit of Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, governor of Yehuda, and the spirit of Joshua, the son of Jehozadak, the high priest, and the spirit of all the remnant of the people. And they came and worked on the house of mighty Jehovah of hosts, their God, on the 24th day of the 6th month, in the 2nd year of Darius, the king. On the 21st of the 7th month, the word of mighty Jehovah came by Haggai the prophet, saying, Speak now to Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, governor of Yehuda, and to Joshua, the son of Jehozadak, the high priest, and to the remnant of the people, saying, Who is left among you who saw this temple in its former glory? And how do you see it now? Does it not seem to you like nothing in comparison? Do you not see that you are the temple, mighty friend? We want nothing. Yea, we want the same thing our Father wants. Yea, your soul of righteousness and truth, your covenant, your blood covenant, yea, that the Red River would flow no more, yea, having, mighty Jehovah, having prepared something better for you and the eyes, and all the fathers and the sons that came before us, yea, all those that long for the perfecting, yea, the teaching for 1,000 years, as if it's just this one day. Yea, that they can be magnified in the word of truth. As for the promise which I made you when you came out of Egypt, yea, my spirit is abiding in your midst. Do not fear, for thus says mighty Jehovah of hosts, once more, in a little while, I am going to shake the heavens and the earth, the sea and also the dry land. Mighty Jehovah will shake all the nations, and they will come with the wealth of all nations. And mighty Jehovah will fill his house with glory, says mighty Jehovah of hosts. The silver is mine and the gold is mine, declares mighty Jehovah of hosts. The latter glory of this house will be greater than the former, says mighty Jehovah of hosts. And in this place, mighty Jehovah will give peace, declares mighty Jehovah of hosts. Yea, the unknowable one, revealed only by Yeshua, yea, the everlasting glory of Jehovah's Son, the love of him in your heart, yea, manifesting by the love of your heart for the truth. And when your love manifests the truth of the word, yea, the key is given into your hand. The key of peace. On the 24th of the 9th month, in the 2nd year of Darius, the word of mighty Jehovah came to Haggai the prophet, saying, Thus says mighty Jehovah of hosts, ask now the priests for a ruling. If a man carries holy meat in the void of his garment, and touches bread with this fold, or cooked food, wine, oil, or any other food, will it become holy? And the priest answered, No. Then Haggai said, If one who is unclean from a corpse touches any of these, will the latter become unclean? And the priest answered, It will become unclean. Then Haggai said, So is this people, and so is this nation before me, declares mighty Jehovah, and so is every work of their hands, and what they offer there is unclean. But now, do consider from this day onward, mighty friend, before one stone was placed on another in the temple of mighty Jehovah, from that time when one came to a grain from that time one came to heap of 20, there would be only 10 And when one came to the wine vat to draw 50 measures, there would be 20. Do you understand? Are you an able seaman who can see 5 in one hand and watch it magnify to 50? Yeah, but what is upon the other hand? Yeah, but 20. And you look at the 10 like kings of the earth, and you do the math, and you have 70 years of Israel. Yeah. Yahushua HaMashiach smote you, and every work of your hands with blasting wind, mildew, and hail, yet you were not a spotless lamb. You refused to come and be forgiven. Do consider this day onward, from the 24th day of the 9th month, from the day when the temple of Mighty Yahovah was founded. Consider, is the seed still in the barn, even including the vine, the fig, yea, the fig tree, the pomegranate, and the olive tree? It has not borne. Yet from this day on, Mighty Yahovah will bless, yea, bless all the humbled, repentant hearts, Mighty Father. Thank you for your faithfulness and truth in the word. Yea, curse those who have attempted to corrupt and twist your mystery word, Father. Knowingly or unknowingly, let each one be forgiven a 70 times 7 measure. Yea, even 2 measures more, as you and I are one. 492. Yeah, kind of like that 24th day of the 9th month. Yeah, for an inquiring mind. Then the word of Mighty Yahovah came a second time to Haggai on the 24th day of the month. On the 24th day of the month, saying, speak to Zerubbabel, governor of Yehudah, saying, Yahushua HaMashiach is going to shake the heavens and the earth. Yahushua HaMashiach will overthrow the thrones of kingdoms and destroy the power of the kingdoms of the nations. And Yahushua HaMashiach will overthrow the chariots and their riders, and the horses and their riders will go down, every one by the sword of another. On that day, declares Mighty Yahovah of hosts, Yahushua HaMashiach will take you, Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, our servant, declares mighty Yahovah, and he will make you like a signet, for he has chosen you. He declares mighty Yahovah of hosts. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Yea, let us call for all the earth to come into repentance. For in the 8th month of the 2nd year of Darius, the word of mighty Yahovah came to Zechariah the prophet, the son of Berechiah, the son of Iddo, saying, Mighty Yahovah was very angry with your fathers. Therefore say to them, Thus says mighty Yahovah of hosts, Return to me, declares mighty Yahovah of hosts, that I may, that the mighty one of Israel may return to you. Do not be like your fathers, to whom the former prophets proclaimed, saying, Thus says mighty Yahovah of hosts, Return now from your evil ways and from your evil deeds. But they did not listen or give heed to the prophets, declares mighty Yahovah. Your fathers, where are they? And the prophets, do they live forever? But did not the words of and the statutes which mighty Yahovah commanded, yea, the servants, the prophets, did they overtake the fathers? Did they overtake your fathers? Then they repented and said, As mighty Yahovah of hosts proposed to do to us in accordance with our ways and our deeds, so he has dealt with us. On the 24th day of the 11th month, which is the month of Shabbat, a Shabbat, in the 2nd year of Darius, the word of mighty Yahovah came to Zechariah the prophet, the son of Berechiah, the son of Iddo, as follows. Here Zechariah saw at night, and behold, a man was riding on a red horse, and he was standing among the myrtle trees, which were in the ravine, with red sorrel and white horses behind him. Then Zechariah said, O Yahoshua HaMashiach, what are these? And the angel who was speaking with Zechariah said to him, I will show you what these are. And the man who was standing among the myrtle trees answered and said, These are those whom mighty Yahovah has sent to patrol the earth. So they answered the angel of mighty Yahovah, who was standing among the myrtle trees, and said, We have patrolled the earth, and behold, all the earth is peaceful and quiet. Then the angel of mighty Yahovah said, O Yahovah of hosts, how long will you have no compassion for Jerusalem and the cities of Yehudah, with which you have been indignant these 70 years? Mighty Yahovah answered the angel who was speaking with Zechariah with these gracious words, comforting words they were. So the angel who was speaking with Zechariah said to him, Proclaim, saying, Thus says Mighty Yahovah of hosts, I am exceedingly jealous for Jerusalem and Zion, but I am very angry with the nations who are at ease, for while I was only a little angry, they furthered the disaster. Therefore, thus says Mighty Yahovah, Yahoshua will return to Jerusalem with compassion. Yahoshua's house will be built in it, declares Mighty Yahovah of hosts, and a measuring line will be stretched over Jerusalem. Again proclaim, saying, Thus says Mighty Yahovah of hosts, my cities will again overflow with prosperity, and Mighty Yahovah will again comfort Zion, and again choose Jerusalem. Then Zechariah lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, there were 4 horns. So Zechariah said to the angel who was speaking with him, What are these? And the angel answered him, These are the horns which have scattered Yehudah, Israel, and Jerusalem. Then Yahovah showed us 4 craftsmen. Zechariah said, What are these coming to do? And he said, These are the horns which have scattered Yehudah, so that no man lifts up his head. But these craftsmen have come to terrify them, to throw down the horns of the nations who have lifted up their horns against the land of Yehudah, in order to scatter it. Then Zechariah lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, there was a man with a measuring line in his hand. So Zechariah said, Where are you going? And he said to me, To measure Jerusalem, to see how wide it is and how long it is, mighty Father, for your mighty name. Oh, strengthen each of us, mighty Father, that we can bear your glory in your moments. And behold, the angel was speaking with Zechariah. he was going out, and another angel was coming out to meet him, and said to him, Run, speak to that young man, saying, Jerusalem will be inhabited without walls because of the multitude of men and cattle within it. Jerusalem will be inhabited without walls because of the multitude of men and cattle within Jerusalem. For Zechariah declares, Yahovah will be a wall of fire around her, and Yahoshua will be the glory in her midst. Yea, into the fullness of the Son comes within each and every heart. Yea, and the Son reveals the eternal Father. Yea, and the eternal kingdom. Yea, in our hearts and minds forever. Ho there! Flee! Flee from the land of the north, declares mighty Yahovah. Yea, for I have dispersed you as the four winds of the heavens, declares mighty Yahovah. Ho, Zion! Escape, you who are living with the daughter of Babylon. For thus says mighty Yahovah of hosts, after glory, he has sent us against the nations which you plunder. Yea, the nations which have plundered you. For he who touches you touches the apple of his eye. Yea. For behold, the eyes will wave our hand over them, so that they will be plunder for their slaves. Then you will know that mighty Yahovah of hosts has sent them, each of us. Sing for joy and be glad, O daughter of Zion, for behold, we are coming and we will dwell in your midst, declares mighty Yahovah. Our nations will join themselves to mighty Yahovah in that day and will become our people. Then, yea, the eyes will dwell in our midst, and you will know that mighty Yahovah of hosts has sent us to you. Mighty Yahovah will possess Yehudah as his portion in the Holy Land, and will again choose Jerusalem. Be silent, all flesh, because mighty Yahovah, for he has aroused from his holy habitation. Yahshua is our high priest, mighty friend, the one pierced the spirit of truth. I pray that you'll be found worthy, to receive the witness, the faithful witness of Elijah as your heart. That flap is circumcised from your heart and thrown upon the unhewn stones of flaming altar's fire. Yahushua HaMashiach, burning forever, magnifying the Father's name. Then he showed me Yahshua, the high priest, standing before the angel of Yahovah, and Satan standing at his right hand to accuse him. And Yahovah said to Satan, Yahovah rebuke you, Satan. Indeed, Yahovah, who has chosen Jerusalem, rebuke you. Is this not a brand plucked from the fire? Now, Yahshua was clothed with filthy garments and standing before the angel. He spoke and said to those who were standing before him, saying, Remove the filthy garments from him. Again he said to him, See, I have taken your iniquity away from you, and will clothe you with festal robes. Yea. Then Zechariah said, Let them put a clean turban on his head. So they put a clean turban on his head and clothed him with garments, while the angel of Yahovah was standing by. And the angel of Yahovah admonished Yahshua, saying these words, Thus says Yahovah of hosts, if you will walk in my ways, and if you will perform my service, then you will also govern my house, and also have charge of my courts, and I will grant you free access among these who are standing here. Now listen, Yahshua, the high priest, you and your friends who are sitting in front of you. Indeed, they are men who are a symbol. For behold, I am going to bring in my servant the branch. For behold, the stone that I have set before Yahshua, on one stone are 7 eyes. Behold, I will engrave an inscription on it, declares Yahovah of hosts. And I will remove the iniquity of that land in one day. Declares Yahovah. And in that day, every one of you will invite his neighbor under the vine and under a fig tree.